Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it is a primary alcohol and it is commonly known as isobutyl alcohol. Well, with the same formula, I can write this type of alcohol too. Then clearly here OH is equal to a carbon that is locked to 3 different carbons. Hence it is a tertiary alcohol. Can we name these alcohols 1-butanol or commonly known as N-butyl alcohol? This is a 2-butanol iopectinate and commonly known as secondary butyl alcohol. It is 2-methyl-1-propanol because if you are counting from this end, second carbon has methyl group. 2-methyl-1-propanol and commonly known as isobutyl alcohol is a primary alcohol. And the last one is commonly known as tertiary alcohol. IUPAC name is 1,2,3, 2-methyl-2-propanol. Are you clear, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so with the formula C4H10O, I can write 4 alcohols where 1 and 2 are called position isomers. What about 1 and 3? The position of alcohol group is number 1 in this case and also in this case. Therefore, they are not position alcohols, position isomers. They are called as chain isomers because this has a chain of 4 carbons continuous. It has a chain of 3 carbons with a side chain. So 1 and 3 are called chain isomers. What about 1 and 4, sir? What about 1 and 4? Hello.
Both position and chain.
That is position as well as chain isomers. So with the formula C4H10O, I can write 4 alcohols. Out of these 4, 2 are primary alcohols. 1 is a secondary alcohol. 1 is a tertiary alcohol. Sir, should I clear it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I am clearing it. You have enough time to write also if you want. We have a lot of time. We are not in a hurry. Ladies and gentlemen, with the formula C4H10O, I can also think of this compound. It is having 3 carbon chain like a propane and the first carbon has a methoxy group. It is called 1-methoxypropane. Same one. It means this compound has a alcohol functional group, no OH group. Formula is same. Therefore, this compound which we have written some time back, this is a butyl alcohol. This is a having OH group alcohol. This has ROR. This is represented by ROR dash. They are called ethers. Ethers and alcohols can have same formula, but they have different functional groups. Therefore, they are called functional isomers. Well, I can write another ether like CH3CH2OCH2CH3. This O is linked to this side ethyl group, this side ethyl group. It is a symmetric ether.
Sir, but R and R should be different, no, sir?
Not necessarily. Here they are same. If they are different, it is called mixed ether. If they are same, then this is called a simple ether. It is a simple ether, ethoxyethane. It is a mixed ether, methoxypropane. Sir, it is 1-methoxypropane. You can't call it as propoxymethane. No. See, you are identified through your father. You are son of so-and-so. And your father cannot be identified as father of you because your father is senior. Notice that here the propyl group is senior, it is to be respected. So you are saying methoxypropane, not propoxy. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have a friend called Mr. Venkat. He is very fond of acting. He has gone to Mumbai to meet Amitabh Bachchan. My friend Venkat was acting in dramas and all. So he has gone to Amitabh Bachchan. He took a photo with him. Big photo he made, and he hanged the photo at the entrance. And in that photo, what he wrote, the wonderful actor Venkat with Amitabh Bachchan. How is this caption?
Beautiful, sir.
Notice that looks a bit odd because Amitabh Bachchan is very popular, Venkat with the great actor Amitabh Bachchan, everybody expects. So normally the chemistry, we go in the way people expect. Then methoxypropane, not propoxybutane. Okay. So it is ethoxy here. Now you can think of another compound. Well, can you name this compound, sir? It is a propane only, but to propane, the second carbon has methoxy. Here in the propane, the first carbon has methoxy. So if I look at the compound 1 and compound 3, both have propyl group linked to methoxy. Here the first carbon linked, here the second carbon linked. It is called 2-methoxypropane. Notice that it is also a symmetric ether. Now, what is the relation between 1 and 2, sir? 1 and 2 have same formula, C4H10O. Both are ethers only, but one has 3 carbons one side, 1 carbon one side, 2 oxygen.
Position. I
The
think.
other one has 2 carbons equally distributed on both sides. This type of isomers with the same functional group, which is a bivalent functional group. The functional group can be linked to 2 carbon chains, bivalent function. The compounds with the same bivalent functional group but differing in the length of carbon chains are called metamers. They are called what, sir?
Metamers.
Metamers are a pair of isomers which have same functional group, which have same formula, but they are differing in the nature of the alkyl chains linked. So definitely 1 and 2 are metamers. Are you very clear, sir?
What are
Yes,
they, sir?
What about 3? 1 and 3.
Chain isomer.
1 and 3 have same 3 carbon chain, 1 carbon chain, 3 carbon chain, 1 carbon chain. But only in the position, here first carbon is linked, here the second carbon is linked. Therefore, they are to be called as position isomers. Notice 1 and 2 are metamers, whereas 1 and 3 are position isomers. In some books, they say all 1, 2, 3 are related to each other as metamers, but technically it is a wrong idea. Definitely 1 and 2 are metamers, 1 and 3 are position isomers. Are we clear, sir? Hello?
Yes.
Sir, metamers once again.
Metamers are a pair of compounds which have same formula, which have a bivalent functional group, but they differ in the length of carbon chains attached to the functional group. Here the functional group one side linked to 3 carbon chain, one side 1 carbon chain. Here the functional group linked to 2 carbon chain, 2 carbon chain. Total 4 carbons, same formula. So a pair of compounds which have same bivalent functional group, but they differ in the length of carbon chains across are called metamers. Metamerism is shown by ethers. Can you think of any other compound that can show metamerism? Sulari? Hello? Sulari, chat is incoming. Yes, sir. Can you
Sir,
think of
ketones.
any other
Sir,
compound that can show
metamerism only
metamerism?
by ethers only, sir.
Ladies
ketones.
and gentlemen,
Tertiary
I'm
amine.
just taking a deviation. Compounds which are C-double-bond. The C-double-bond is also bivalent functional group. It can also be linked to 2 alkyl chains on both sides. So it is called 2-pentanol, and this is called 3-pentanol. Both have same functional group, but they are differing in the length of carbon chains, so they are called metamers. I am not talking about ketones now, but ketones can also show metabolism. So that is second example. Sir, can you think of any other example that can show metabolism? I can say this functional group is there for what type of compound? COO, linked to 1 carbon chain this side,
Esters.
and the carbon shall be said. Compounds which have COO function group are called esters, which have pleasant smell. They are responsible for pleasant smell of your flowers. For fruits, why mango, ripened mango gives a pleasant smell. Why sitafal has that very tempting smell and taste, my God. All these characteristic smells of fruits are due to different types of esters. And now, the ester is a bivalent function. This is called as 1, 2. It is ethyl 1, 2, 3 propanoate. Propanoic acid originally it is propanoic acid. In the propanoic acid, this hydrogen is replaced by alkyl. Alkyl alkanoate, alkyl propanoate, ethyl propanoate is an ester. You can think of another ester with the same number of carbons like this. Sir, can you name this compound, please? Can you name this compound, sir? This is the carboxylic acid, ethanoic acid. In this, a alkyl group has come. Propyl ethanoate. What is that, sir? Propyl.
Ethanol.
Propyl ethanoate.
What is its name, sir? Its name is ethyl propanoate. Propyl ethanoate, ethyl propanoate. Can you think of any other ester, please? Hello? Can you think of any other ester with the same formula? Well, I can think of this. Can you name this compound, sir?
Methyl butanoate.
Perfect. Methyl butanoate also has same formula. Can you think of any other ester?
Propyl.
Butyl methanoate or formate. So, all these compounds have 5 carbons. Can you see them, sir?
Yes, sir.
H10, O2, Cn, H2n, O2. Compounds with the formula Cn, H2n, O2 can be esters. The esters can show metamerism. What is that, sir? Metamerism. Are we clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I am not going to discuss about all these compounds now. We are just looking at compounds which are OH group, they are alcohols. But at the moment we agreed upon that alcohols have a general formula CnH2n plus 2O or CnH2n plus 1OH. And in alcohols, simple alcohols, all carbons are sp3 hybridized. See, in water also, oxygen is sp3 hybridized. In water, one of the hydrogen is replaced by alkyl group. You got it. Ester. See, you got alcohol. Alcohol is formed by replacing one of the hydrogens of water with alkyl.
Yes.
Then the simplest alcohol I can think of is methanol. I said this oxygen is sp3 hybridized, the carbons are sp3 hybridized. What is the angle between the atoms locked by sp3 hybridization means 109 degrees, 28 minutes. But here in water, in alcohol, the bond angle is shorter. It is compressed by low degrees. It is close to 105 degrees. In alcohols, normally all carbons are sp3 hybridized. Alcohols have one OH group. Because of that OH group, they can make hydrogen bonds with water and alcohols are soluble in water. Essential difference between water and alcohol. In water, if you put matchstick, it won't burn. It will put off. In alcohol, if you put burning matchstick, alcohol will burn. You might have observed in whiskey bottles, used whiskey bottles, empty bottle, if you put a burning matchstick, you can see a fire coming out. Have you observed any time? Hello?
No, sir.
No, sir.
The alcohol catches fire. So in alcohol, you would see all carbons are sp3 hybridized. Alcohols have a formula CnH2n plus 1OH. Alcohols can show what type of isomerism? Alcohols can show functional isomerism with ethers. Alcohols can show position isomerism if they have 3 or more carbons. Alcohols can also show
Chain
the
isomerism.
alcohols can also show the chain isomerism if they have 4 or more carbons. Chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional group isomerism. If an alcohol has any asymmetric carbon, as you can see in 2-butanol, the carbon to which the OH group locked has one side methyl group, one side ethyl group, one side hydrogen, one side OH. This carbon 2-butanol has a carbon that has all 4 different groups, a symmetric carbon. Compounds which have such a symmetric carbon are optically active. They can exist in optical isomeric forms, B form and F form. Therefore, 2-butanol is optically active. This is stereoisomerism. So, what are the isomerisms alcohols can show? Position isomerism, if number of carbons is greater than or equal to 3. 1 propanol, 2 propanol. See, for ethanol, you can't have position isomerism, both are same. This compound CH3CH2OH, this compound CH2OH, CH3, both are same. If you count from this side, it is first carbon. If you count from this side, it is first carbon. So, if a compound has 2 carbons, the alcohol cannot show position isomerism. If it has 3 carbons like this, if it has 3 carbons like this, 1 propanol, 2 propanol, they are position isomers. Alcohols can show position isomers. Are you very clear about it, sir? Hello?
Yes.
To show position isomerism, the number of carbons should be 3 or more. Alcohols can show functional isomerism with ethers. But how many carbons they should have? Minimum number of carbons must be greater than or equal to 2. Minimum 2 or more carbons. For example, ethanol is alcohol. Same formula, CH3OCH3, methoxymethane is.
Methoxymethane.
Therefore, functional isomerism demands 2 or more carbons. Position isomerism demands 3 or more carbons. They can show chain isomerism. For example, CH3CH2CH2CH2OH, 1-butanol, and CH3CH2OH. It has all carbons in straight chain. It has carbons in 2 branches. Can you see? It is one line, this is one branch. So the first compound, second carbon differ in the nature of carbon chains. They are called chain isomerism. For chain isomerism to be seen, number of carbons should be greater than or equal to 4. Are we keen, sir?
Yes.
Hello? So alcohols can show these types of isomerisms. For an exercise, you can think of how many alcohols I can write with a formula C5H12O. Can you write all possible alcohols with the formula C5H12O?
Yes.
Identify how many of them are primary, how many of them are secondary. Can you do it, sir?
Yes.
Hello? That's your homework.
Yes. Sir.
Now, I was wondering, the compounds which have a benzene ring linked to a OH group are called phenols. Phenols have characteristic smell. Normally, phenol has no color, but if you keep it in open air for some time, due to aerial oxidation, it gets a red color. Phenols are used in soaps. Lifebuoy soap contains phenol, which is known as carbolic acid. The phenol can definitely kill bacteria. Therefore, if you wash your body with Lifebuoy soap, definitely it will kill germs. No doubt. Definitely you can use Lifebuoy soap. Only problem, because this is carboxylic acid, your skin will become black in color. It will darken the complexion. You want to use phenol, Lifebuoy soap, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You can use Lifebuoy soap to kill the germs, but your body complexion will become black. If that is okay, you can use. Sir, this is phenol, sir. Okay, sir? If there are 2 OH groups, Then this is called what, sir? If two OH groups are very close, it is called cat pole or 1,2-dihydroxybenzene or 2-hydroxyphenol. Catechol is called. If they are far off, 1,3-dihydroxy, it is called resorcinol. If the OH groups are very far off, then this is called phenol, quite far off. Close catechol for resorcinol, quite for phenol. 1,2,1,3,1,4 dihydroxy derivative, something.
1 minute.
These are phenols. Phenols are having sp2 hybridized carbon linked to O. The bond between sp2 carbon and O is very strong, sir. You can't break the bond easily. In ordinary alcohol, say in methyl alcohol, you can break the CO bond. But in phenols, breaking CO bond is a nuisance. Generally, you can't do that. Also,
what is second one, sir?
first one is catechol, cat-e-col. Second one is resorcinol, resorcinol, resorcinol. Third one is phenol. 1,2-hydroxy, 1,3-hydroxy, 1,4-hydroxy derivatives of benzene. These are called phenols if the OH is directly linked to benzene. I will think of a compound. Sir, can I clear it, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If you want me to wait, I will wait. నాకు ఛార్జ్ తీసుకోవాలి. Okay. Okay. Color chalk is gone now. Tomorrow we will buy color chalks. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we were wondering about this compound. Sir, can I call this compound as phenol? Here the
Benzene.
word
Your voice is inaudible.
it
Yeah,
is
voice
called. Sir, is it visible or not? Hello.
Voice was not audible, sir.
It is. I am not audible.
Now you are audible, sir.
The problem is I was feeling irritated, so I switched on the fan.
Now it is audible, sir.
Now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir, this is called benzyl alcohol. It has a formula C7H8O. Benzyl alcohol is not a phenol. Same formula. Is it phenol, sir?
Yes.
It is called orthocresol. It is called metacresol. It is called teracresol. These are all phenols. This is not a phenol. Did we discriminate these two? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Morning
So
you said something, no, sir.
how many
Para-
isomers are possible with the formula C7H8O, which have OH group means? There are 4 isomers are possible which have OH group. Out of the 4, 3 are phenols. One is a simple substituted alcohol. You can
So one-
also write the formula OCH3. This is called anisole. It is a aromatic phenol, aromatic ether. Anisole methoxybenzene. So with the formula C7H8O, total how many aromatic compounds I can write means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of the 5, how many are alcohols means only 1. How many are phenols means 3. How many are ethers means 1. Total isomers with the formula C7H8O means 5. Are we clear?
1 minute,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
We take your time, sir. We are not in a hurry. Absolutely, we are not in a hurry. I will happily sit, no problem. Sir, if I switch on the fan, is it causing disturbance to you?
Now it is audible, sir. Clear only.
Problem is, air circulation is not there if you don't on the fan.
You on the fan, sir. No disturbance.
Thank you so much. So this is any so. Total, how many isomers are possible with C7H8O? Answer is 5. How many are phenolic compounds? 3. How many are simple alcohols? 1. How many are ethers? 1. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you have another variety of alcohol. Here, the CH2 double bond CH is into 2. Normally, in ordinary alcohols, OH is locked to a sp3 carbon. Here it is locked to sp2 carbon. This compound is called vinyl alcohol. What is it called, sir?
Vinyl alcohol.
Whenever a OH is linked to a sp2 carbon that has double bond, we call it as a vinyl alcohol. Vinyl. Vinyl alcohols have one weakness, sir. Let me draw vinyl alcohol in detail. Can you see that? Okay. Can I write the free alcohol group like this? Alcohol, OH. So what happens is, anti-carbon, bicarbon. The bicarbon sometimes gets temptation to take 5 electrons. When bicarbon takes 5 electrons, anti-carbon will get only 3 bonds. Yes or no, sir?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
When anti is getting 3 bonds, anti is unhappy because boy has taken 2 electrons. When boy has taken 2 electrons, boy will get minus charge, anti will get plus charge. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, the anti-carbon will immediately throw the hydrogen out and take the bonding electrons between bond oxygen. Now, between bond oxygen, the single bond will become double bond. The hydrogen will become orphan, it becomes H plus and crying. When the hydrogen is crying because of plus charge, as its electrons are taken by carbon, the H plus will be taken by bicarbon. As a result, you can see this. The hydrogen has come here, this side. Single bond. Notice that the sp2 hybridized bicarbon become sp3 hybridized. The bicarbon got now 3 hydrogens. The hydrogen belonging to OH group has been taken by bicarbon. It has taken the hydrogen belonging to OH group because it has taken 5 electrons. When it has taken 5 electrons, carbon got 3 bonds, anti-carbon has taken the OH sigma bonded electrons. This shift of proton has been shifted from atom 1 to atom 3. 1, 2, 3. The proton oscillated between 1, 2, 3. This is called a triad system and proton switch and a conversion of a sp2 carbon into sp3 carbon, conversion of a sp3 hybridized oxygen to sp2 hybridized oxygen. The CO single bond became C double bond O, C double bond became C single bond C. This type of change is called tautomerism. What is it called, sir?
Tautomerism.
Tautomerism.
It's because the proton is saying ta-ta to oxygen. It is saying ta-ta to oxygen and going to third carbon. Can you see it? 1, 2, 3. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The shift of hydrogen of OH group to a sp2 hybridized carbon atom is called tautomerism. Tautomerism. Hello? Sir. No, I did not change. I have taken additional class. And every day I want to take this class between 4 to 5 because we need to complete this syllabus, right? No, today, morning timetable same, sir. Evening there, because they are free at this time, I want to take an extra class. Because for them, I have to complete the syllabus and do revision also, sir. Yeah. For at least 3 days in a week, I want to take it. At least 3-4 days. We see as many days as possible. Please, sir, please. I checked up with the students, sir. They said they are definitely free at this time. All students they said they are free. That's why I'm taking. So, thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Bye. Okay. Your Ajit sir called. You want to know whether I am taking it? So, what I was talking to you, sir? Hello.
Tautomerism, sir.
Tautomerism.
So, this is tautomerism. To show tautomerism, what is the requirement? The carbon to which OH group is there must be having C double bonds. It means this oxygen, if it is sp3 hybridized, the neighboring carbon must be sp2. Or if the oxygen is sp2 hybridized with a double bond, the neighboring carbon must be sp3 with hydrogens. Notice, two sp2 hybridized atom should be in contact with the sp3 atom that has hydrogens. Here you see, two sp2 hybridized atoms are in contact with the sp3 hybridized atom that has hydrogen. If that condition is satisfied, H plus can oscillate, then this can show what is called tautomerism. What is it, sir?
Tautomerism.
Tautomerism.
Sir, I have a question. Can this compound show tautomerism? It has C double bond, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
If you carefully see, first oxygen is sp2, second carbon is sp2, third carbon is sp2, fourth carbon is sp2, fifth carbon is sp2,
Cannot
all three
show.
is sp2.
Cannot show.
This fellow is sp2, this fellow is sp2. Everybody is sp2, no, sir. If everybody is having double bond and sp2 hybridized, if all are boys, how they can get married to a girl? Problem. See, our rule is two atoms must be sp2 having a double bond, must be linked to somebody who is sp3 having hydrogen. Can you see it clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Here, these two are sp2, no problem. But the neighboring carbon is sp3 having only single bonds and hydrogen. Here, that condition is not satisfied. Quinone, this compound quinone cannot show tautomerism. Can it show?
No,
No
sir.
possible.
No.
So let me think of another compound. Cyclohexanol. Can it show tautomerism? Oh my God.
No. Sir.
No, sir. No double bond.
Not possible because here everybody is sp3. Okay, sir. Sir, now I will introduce a double bond here. Can it show tautomerism?
Yes, sir.
My problem is,
Yes, sir.
my problem is the oxygen which has hydrogen, that is sp3 hybridized, must be linked to a carbon and carbon that have double bond. It should have double bond here. If there is no double bond here or here, how the hydrogen can shift? Hydrogen should shift from atom 1 to atom 3. In order to shift from 1 to 3, 2, 3 must have double bond. No? Hydrogen cannot shift more than this distance. Hydrogen cannot go from 1 to 4, not possible. Hydrogen can go maximum from first atom to third atom. It means if first atom is sp3 hybridized with hydrogen, second and third must have double bond. If the double bond is far away, H plus cannot shift. So it cannot show tautomerism. Are we clear, sir? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, the hydrogen atom from third carbon can show tautomerism with fourth one, right?
No, the problem is the hydrogen can shift only if hydrogen is linked to most electronegative oxygen like, or in the neighborhood more electronegative atom. The problem is in 1, 2, 3, any one must have more electronegativity.
Okay, sir.
The electronegativity is not more, the H plus cannot be thrown out. That is my problem. If all are carbons, I can't expect tautomerism. One must be more electronegative like nitrogen or oxygen. In 1, 2, 3, any one should be nitrogen or oxygen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir? Hello? Therefore, this cannot show tautomerism. Sir, I will draw this. Can it show tautomerism?
No, sir.
No, sir.
1, 2, 3. The third carbon is sp hybridized. Yes, sir?
Sir, if
Yes,
the
sir.
double bond is kept at 2, we can show, no, sir.
This has a difficulty to show tautomerism, but definitely it can show tautomerism. Can you see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This can definitely show tautomerism. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Therefore, sometimes they ask a question which can show tautomerism. Anyway, we will not worried about that at this point of time. Now, our main thing is we understood that there are alcohols. What type of alcohol it is? Primary alcohol. Can you
Yes, sir.
identify, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
What type of alcohol it is?
Secondary alcohol.
It is just secondary alcohol, not phenol. What type of alcohol it is?
Tertiary alcohol.
Tertiary.
Tertiary alcohol.
What type of alcohol it is? The alcohol group is not
Allyl
the
Vinyl.
second and third carbons have double bond, that is called allyl alcohol. Allyl alcohol has a double bond in second and third positions, whereas vinyl alcohol has a double bond to the position where OH is lost. It is vinyl. Sorry, in vinyl alcohol, the OH is locked to a sp2 carbon direct. In allyl alcohol, the OH is locked to a sp3 carbon, that is having sp2 carbons. So it is called allyl alcohol. What is it, sir?
Allyl alcohol.
Sir, what is this alcohol, please?
Phenol.
It is a phenol. Let me think of what type of alcohol it is.
Primary alcohol.
It is just primary alcohol. If I write a gigantic structure like this, my problem is how many secondary alcohols it has, sir?
4.
Sir, how many secondary alcohols it has?
4.
3.
Sir, this is a secondary
3, sir.
alcohol.
3, sir.
This is a secondary alcohol, but this is a tertiary alcohol, sir. Because OH is locked to a carbon, that is locked to 3 carbons. It is a tertiary alcohol.
Secondary alcohol.
Secondary.
Secondary
No.
alcohol.
Here OH is locked to a carbon, that is locked to only one carbon. It is a primary alcohol. Primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. Can you see it clearly? Hello?
Yes.
So you discriminated between primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols. You understood what is a vinyl alcohol, what is a allyl alcohol, what is a benzyl alcohol, what is a primary alcohol. Are we very clear about them, sir?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, if I write a structure like this, what type of alcohol it is, sir?
Tertiary
Tertiary
alcohol.
alcohol.
Sir, first of all, whenever the benzene ring is linked to a CH-OH, it is a benzyl alcohol. In this benzyl alcohol, the carbon to OH group is locked, is linked to 2 carbon chains. So it is secondary benzyl alcohol. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Secondary
Secondary
benzyl.
benzyl.
If
Yes,
I
sir.
write like this, it is a primary benzyl alcohol.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you think of what it is? What type of alcohol? it is?
Tertiary benzyl.
It is a tertiary benzyl alcohol. Yes, sir. If I write a
Yes.
structure like this, what is this compound, sir?
Secondary phenol.
This is not phenol because
Not phenol.
it is not having
Allylic
orthogonal bonds.
alcohol.
It is simply a allyl alcohol. Can you see it, sir?
Yes.
Hello? So these are different types of alcohols which we come across. Some of them are very important. For example, cholesterol is a alcohol that has many ring structure, which is very important in living systems. So many alcohols are very important. Sorbitol is used to prevent heart attacks. Glucose is having so many OH groups. There are cellulose is a very, very important material which we are using in day-to-day life. Starch is a compound, all they have many OH groups. So now we are looking at how to prepare alcohol. Actually, today I thought of talking to you methods of preparation. I thought of telling you 15 methods, but my plan did not work out. Now I want to see the first method, preparation of alcohols. Let us see names of the methods first. How many methods you want to learn, sir? In the textbook they gave 4, 5, but I decided to tell you some 15, 20 because they are useful as well. So let's start with hydrolysis of alkyl halides. You take any alkyl halide, methyl chloride, propyl chloride, butyl iodide, any alkyl halide, remove the X minus and put OH minus. You can do so by using aqueous NaOH, aqueous KOH, aqueous K2CO3, any aqueous solution. You can replace the X with OH. It is called hydrolysis. Lysis means breaking. Hydro means water. Hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of X. In presence of a base can give ROH. Simple as that. What is this method, sir? Hello?
Hydrolysis of
Hydrolysis of
For
alkyl halide.
hydrolysis, you can use KOH aqueous solution, NaOH aqueous solution, silver oxide Ag2O moist silver oxide AgOH solution, K2CO3 solution, any damn basic water solution. The details of this we see later on, but that is the name of a method to prepare alcohols. Second method is you take any damn alkene, can name this alkene, sir? Hello.
Propene.
To this propene, you try to add H plus OH minus. You can do so in presence of catalysts like sulfuric acid or phosphoric acid or any damn acid. What happens is the pi electrons can go to anti-carbon or bicarbon. If pi electron goes to anti-carbon, anti gets minus charge and takes H plus. The boy gets a minus charge. See, anti gets minus charge, takes H plus. Boy gets plus charge and takes OH minus. You can get this.
Sir, is it like Marconi rule?
Now, the other possibility is, if the pi electrons are going to boy, then the boy will get minus charge and take H plus. So you will be getting two products, sir. 2 propanol, 1 propanol. Based on whether anti is getting minus charge, then H plus will go to anti. If boy is getting minus charge, then the H plus will go to boy. Where the H plus will it go to anti or boy. According to Markovnikov rule, whenever a unsymmetric alkene that differ in the number of hydrogens across the blue bond is added to water in place of acid, hydrogen always prefers that carbon which has more hydrogens, which becomes richer. If hydrogen goes to anti, OH goes to B. So 2 propanol is a major product. 1 propanol is a minor product. Both you get. One is called Markovnikov product. Other one is anti-Markovnikov product. Are you clear, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So the Markovnikov rule question comes only when the alkene is unsymmetric, sir. Sir, if I am taking the alkene like this, then here anti-carbon, bicarbon which have double bond both have same number of hydrogens, there is no difference. Whether the OH goes to anti or whether the OH goes to boy makes no difference. It is 2 butanol only. Can you see, sir? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, for symmetric alkenes like 2, there is no Markovnikov rule. Only if alkene is unsymmetric, then only Markovnikov. Are we clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Also, you have a big nuisance in this method. The biggest nuisance, unexpected nuisance, I want to show you. When you are bringing about hydration of alkenes, I call this as hydration, adding water to alkene. Look at this, sir. Okay. Now you are adding H plus go. Sir, where H plus will go, sir? Will it go to anti or boy, sir?
Anti.
So you are thinking, okay, to the anti, the H plus is going and this fellow is getting plus charge. Because it got plus charge, naturally you think OH minus will get back here, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is that fine? Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But what happens is the plus charge is there on the secondary carbon. The tertiary carbon which is in the neighborhood, come on, you take my hydrogen, I give जान भी दे देंगे आपके लिए, ये लीजिए, आप ये लीजिए, करके दे देगा. When it gives the hydrogen, the hydrate shift, this carbon gets plus charge. Because this hydrogen has gone there. What is the idea of shifting of hydrate means? When the positive charge is there on a tertiary carbon, the positive charge is minimized by 3 alkyl groups. All the 3 alkyl groups will support the positive charge by inductive effect, by other effects, so make it happy. So always remember, the secondary carbocation is less stable than tertiary carbocation. The secondary carbocation is better than primary carbocation. Sir, if the positive charge is coming here, if it is coming here, sir, suppose if the bicarbon takes H plus, anti-carbon will get plus charge. It is called primary carbocation. Primary carbocation is least stable. It is not stabilized by anybody. Secondary carbocation is better. Tertiary carbocation is the best. Are you seeing it, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if there is a possibility to form tertiary carbocation, it prefers. The tertiary carbocation forms because of hydrate shift. Because hydrate is shifting, I got tertiary carbocation. Now this combines with OH minus. So I got this type of alcohol. What is this alcohol, sir? 2-methyl-2-butanol. Normally you expect this product. If the OH goes here, you are expecting this product. You are expecting 3-methyl-2-butanol. Because here you expect OH to bind. But unexpectedly hydrate will shift and you get a more stable tertiary carbocation. So you are getting a mixture of products. What are the products you get? Very small amount of 3-methyl-1-butanol, some amount of 3-methyl-2-butanol, a very large amount of 2-methyl-2-butanol, total 4 products. All this nonsense happened because a carbocation is formed and carbocation wants to get more stability by hydration. Are we very clear about what I am talking, sir?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sir, the idea is whenever there is a C double bond, see, the pi electrons can go to either anti-carbon or bicarbon if there is water and acid. If they go to anti-carbon, you will be getting a positive charge on B carbon, secondary carbocation. If the pi electron goes to bicarbon, you get a primary carbocation. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Minor accident. My camera has fallen down. Can you see the? Oh. Really, my tab is safe. Hello? Are you able to see? Maybe I forgot. Hello?
So move it down, sir. No,
Is it visible now?
now it is good.
Let me see. It is a bit struggle for me now.
Yes, sir. Now.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay, sir. Okay. Actually, I was resting my hand, it has fallen. Okay, sir. My point is, whenever a alkene is added with water, wherever there is a double bond, one side, either to anti-carbon or bicarbon, pi bond goes. When pi bond goes, the other carbon gets plus charge. If the pi bond comes here, this will get plus charge. If the pi bond comes here, this carbon gets plus charge. If it gets plus charge, you get this alcohol. If it gets plus charge, you get this alcohol. If the hydrate shifts, you get this alcohol. So always there is a confusion on so many products. This is a nuisance method. What is this method? Hydration of alkenes. Sir, what is the name of it, sir?
Hydration of alcohol.
So let me say, we are talking about compounds which are OH group. Compounds which are OH group are called alcohols. Alcohols can be prepared by first method, hydrolysis of alkyl halides. Hydrolysis of alkyl halides. Simply you add water in place of a base. X will be replaced by OH minus. Second method is, what is the second method, sir? Hello?
Hydration of
alkenes.
Hydration of alkenes. The reaction is catalyzed by acid. I would say acid catalyzed. If the acid, you can use Al2O3 as a catalyst. Hence, Al2O3 acts as catalyst. Acid means you can use sulfuric acid or you can use phosphoric acid. It is not a good method because it gives many products. Are you very clear, sir? Hello? Hello?
yes, sir, clear.
Sir, if I have a compound like this, it is called primary amine. Primary amine. Whenever a primary amine is added to HONO, what is HONO? Nitrous acid, HNO2. What is that? HNO2, nitrous acid. Nitrous acid is having a structure like this. A double bond OH. Nitrous acid. Us. Sir, do you know nitric acid is this?
HNO3.
HNO3.
HNO3, sir.
Nitric acid. Nitrous acid. Us acid is less than. Sir, whenever you want nitrous acid, on this spot you bring sodium nitrite and you add a diluted HCl, add ice cubes. If you are not adding ice cubes, the nitrous acid will decompose. So you should do, whenever you want nitrous acid, then and there you have to prepare. Okay? Therefore, take sodium nitrite, you add diluted hydrochloric acid, 0 to 5 degrees, you add ice cubes, happily you get nitrous acid. If you keep it in the container, it will decompose. So on this spot, you have to prepare. Take a primary amine, you add a nitrous acid. What you are doing, sir? Hello. Take any primary amine or any H2, you add a nitrous acid. Carefully see. These two hydrogens and this oxygen will fall in love. What is removed, sir?
Water.
Water.
The nitrogen loves nitrogen. Wow. What is removed, sir?
N2.
N2.
Everybody is going out, the carbon will take bond with OH. Very simple. Take a primary amine, you add nitrous acid. Urgently, water is lost, N2 is lost, you get alcohol. Only primary amine can become alcohol in this method. CH3, CH2OH. I will write it again differently and cleanly. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see this, sir? This is a primary amine. To this primary amine, I am adding nitrous acid. Can you think? Water, nitrogen, alcohol.
Sir, O2, sir. It's O, right? HONO.
HNO2, HONO. By mistake, I wrote in my speed HNO2. It is HONO. HONO.
Yes.
HONO means nitrous acid. HONO. Can you see it, sir?
Yes,
It is a
Yes,
method
sir.
to prepare alcohols. Primary amines are converted to alcohols. You can get this question in exam. I have a compound like this. It is treated with nitrous acid, 0 to 5 degrees. What is the product, sir? Urgently remove this fellow. Just put OH. Khel khatam hua. Hai na?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So always nitrous acid can convert a primary amine into alcohol. This is a third method. I am not worried of this. First method, hydrolysis of alkyl halides. For bringing about hydrolysis, you should use NaOH, KOH or silver oxide and water. Acid catalyzed hydrolysis of alkenes, it is a nuisance method, gives me many products, unexpected products, unwanted products. This involve carbocation formation. Carbocation can undergo rearrangement, so you get many products. The third method is the reduction of primary amine with nitrous acid. I don't want all this nonsense. Now I want one clarity in my mind, which is very, very important for my IIT mains and advanced. This method is, sir, if I am taking this compound, if I am adding water, what I get, sir? In presence of acid, what I get, sir? I can get a product like this.
CH3CH.
I can get OH here.
In
I can
second.
get OH here. I can get OH here. Can you see, sir, how many products are possible? 1, 2, 3. Are you seeing?
Yes.
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
1 and 2 are formed. 1 is formed because of anti-Markovnikov addition. A is formed because of anti-Markovnikov. B is formed due to Markovnikov addition. C is formed due to rearrangement. Are we seeing that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose you want only A 100%. Sir, I want to convert this compound into 100% A. I want 100% anti-Markovnikov. I don't want anybody else. Come on, what is the method? You will ask, no, sir. I want 100% Markovnikov product. I don't want A and C. Only B 100%. Wow. Sir, I don't want A and B, sir. I want only C, sir. So you want to have a specific product. Whenever you want to have a specific product, if you have a method, it is called the regio-specific. What is it called, sir?
Regio-specific.
To one particular region you want OH to go. It is called what is regio-specific reaction. What is a regio-specific reaction? Regio-specific reaction. What is a regio-specific reaction? Out of several possible products, the regio-specific reaction gives only one product 100%. Okay, sir? Hello.
Yes, sir.
And also very interesting, in this addition you are adding H plus and OH minus. Yes or no? To one carbon you are adding H plus, to one carbon you are adding.
OH man.
OH minus.
Actually you are breaking the pi bond and making 2 sigma bonds. Here this is. The reaction where you are breaking a pi bond and adding 2 groups across the carbon. Now, if 2 groups are added from same side, it is called syn addition. What is it called, sir?
Syn addition.
If one H plus is added from top, one OH minus is added from bottom, it is called anti-addition. What is it called? Anti. Remember, whenever there is a C double bond C, across C double bond C, when 2 groups are added, pi bond breaks, sigma bonds form. In that addition reaction, if 2 groups are coming from same side, it is syn addition. If they are coming from opposite side, it is called anti-addition. The syn addition and anti-addition can give different types of products. They can produce different type of optically active products. You understand? It matters really. Therefore, we are going to look at regio-specific reactions, which will give one particular product, only A or B or C. Also, you want to particularly add both groups from same side, both groups from opposite side. So you can control the reaction in different methods. Those methods we will be discussing. Now, tomorrow I am going to talk to you about some regio-specific reactions. What are they called, sir?
Regio-specific.
Regio-specific
Definitely there is
reaction.
going to be a question in our IIT Advanced and Mains. Sir, we will go very slowly, very slowly. You can stop me at any time. We are taking additional time so that we can learn slowly. Okay, sir? Any one student can stop the class at any one moment. You don't worry. Okay?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you clear? So
Yes,
you should
yes.
enjoy the class. You should not be pressurized. You please read the NCERT. Tomorrow morning session as usual, evening session, board session. Or morning also I can use board session, whatever.
Yes, sir. Board on this.
Okay, we will do. Don't worry. Okay? So now
Yes,
our
sir.
1 hour time is over. Now I should close the class. Should I close the class, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank
Okay,
you,
God
sir.
bless you, sir.
Take care, sir.